Welcome to the Motorama 35th anniversary. This is Dialed In TV, and I'm here with Matt Olson. He is the 2013 Motorama Expert Class Short Horse Truck winner and also the second place winner. Matt, you want to show everybody your trophy, just hoist the trophy up and, put it up above your head like, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So,
it was,
how does it feel, man, being a Motorama champ?
It's definitely an awesome event to come to every year. I think it had topping about 700 entries total between the two tracks, the 10 scale track and the 8 scale track. And I actually had to learn both tracks because the 4x4 SC Pro is on the 8 scale track. We ran with those guys. And then the 2-wheel mod is on a 10 scale track with the smaller 10 scale cars. So we had to learn each track, and they both had completely different characteristics. The 8 scale track super blown out, ruts everywhere, and sandy, loose. And then this one is more hooked up, flatter, smaller lanes. So it definitely had to play the choosing game with tires and compound and everything. And the trucks ran great all weekend. I don't have one complaint about them. Had some awesome battles. Ended up winning the Pro 4 and second in Pro 2. And it was great. Had an epic battle in 4-wheel drive throughout the whole thing. Ended up making a bad crash, and turn marshal took a little while to get my car, and second place ended up catching me. So it was definitely a fun event, a good battle, good for spectators, and that's what it's all about too, is just getting new people into the hobby.
Right.
And no, it's fun. And I'm here with, of course, MIP. And they make aftermarket parts for
I think they make
RC cars.
CD. I remember they
exactly.
Used to make
Well,
CDs.
Eustace Moore of MIP, the owner of MIP, he created the CVD.
Right.
So
the concept.
Exactly, the whole concept. So he created it, and pretty much his company has evolved from there, and off of that. That's what mainly people know him for. That and the 4-wheel drive conversion for the original RC10 buggy. So we ended up with the 4-wheel drive. That's the one that we really wanted to do good in, because that vehicle, we have the MIP Performance chassis for it. It's pretty much a whole conversion chassis to make it lighter, make it better weight distribution, lower weight distribution, takes off weight. So and we have the bypass pistons in there that help definitely the agility and the handling of the car. So
that's inside the shocks.
That's inside the shocks.
About,
it's the piston. It's pretty much an octagon-shaped piston that has valving that either you can put it on top or on bottom, depending on what you want. And pretty much it changes the characteristics of the handling of the car. Yeah, everything worked perfectly. We're testing pistons for the big bore shocks on the associated car right now, and yeah, both trucks worked awesome. So couldn't be happier. So do you do your own tuning, or do you have some guys, some mechanics that help you with the tuning areas? All my setups are mine. Eustace does help me. He's the main man behind the curtain, and they're a great company. Also, J Concepts and Tekin, couldn't thank them enough. For all the help in Avid and Lunsford and AE Proline TLR, aka Velocity Magazine. It's just everybody. It's a joint effort. I wouldn't be able to do this without them. So how long have you been coming to Motorama trying to capture one of these titles? This is actually my first event. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is my first event here. I just started working for MIP actually a year ago, and it's been a great experience. We've been really hitting the racetracks for the past probably about 6 months now, just around the country. And so far with the performance package, I think I've lost about 3 races out of 16. This is a coveted type trophy here. Yes, it is. Yes, right? It is. And we were coming here to definitely conquer that. Yeah, I'm glad to see that you did overcome all the obstacles. What was your mindset going into the mains? How did you remain calm and cool? How did you clear your head? This could help out like a novice driver. Yeah, well, basically, the car is everything. Tires are everything. Your setup is everything. And all of it together is it's a combination of everything to be able to come out here and do what we do. You know, definitely you have to keep up on the maintenance of your car. You have to keep up on the maintenance of it. You have to have fresh tires. You have to have them broken in at the right time. Have the dampening correct in the shocks. The correct setup, you know, is definitely key. And then beyond that, just practice, you know. Practice makes perfect. And it's the same with this, just consistency. Consistency is key. Hitting the same lap, getting the same lap time after and after, over and over again, you know. And that's what we were able to do out there. And coming to the event, we're out of California. We're based out of West Covina, California.
That's where you're from?
Yeah, I'm from Cypress, California. Wow. Our company is based out of West Covina, California, and they've been there for the past, I believe, like 28 years. He's been in business, full machines and everything. Everything's made in the USA, nothing in China, nothing in Taiwan.
That's beautiful.
You know, so we definitely all of our anodizing, all of our powder coating, if there's any suppliers outside of MIP, it's all American. So everything on our cars that comes from us is American made. So it's really nice, and Eustace really he believes in racing, he believes in RC cars, you know, and the whole company is great. It's perfect working for him, and they support me.
So where's your next event from here? After you've captured Motorama, what's on the schedule for maybe, let's say, next month or the summer or whatever?
I gotcha. Well, we've been on the road every 2 weeks lately. Like last weekend we were in Missouri, and I'm a full-time student as well, and I work for Eustace full-time, so I'm in college, you know, so it takes a lot to be able to do this, and I don't even get the club race, you know. So we were in Missouri last weekend, 2 weekends before that in Missouri for a Venom race and the J Concepts race, and I ended up winning both of those as well in the four-wheel drive category and in the two-wheel drive category at the Venom race. So just overall, it's been good. And our next event will most likely be at one of Scotty Ernst's Short Course Showdown Series races, probably in March sometime. We're going to take a little bit of a breather after this event.
Have you guys been looking at the Cactus Classic? You know, that's a race that
it's
been around.
Huge event. It's a huge event that we like to go to. And we're actually sponsoring the event. We're sponsoring the SCB class for it. And yeah, everything. We're thinking about it, but I think it's like a 5-day race to get out there and practice, and we want to always be competitive. You know, and for this event, we actually came in and missed half the day of practice because I was in school. You know, we work around that, and that is most important.
Right.
You know, get my education. So we work around that. Eustace is awesome with that. Whatever the plane tickets cost, they cost. You know, for getting those certain times, we have to be gone and come back.
Right.
You know, so for that event, I believe we start out on like Wednesday for that event. If we were to go to it like Tuesday through like Sunday is the event. And unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to make it. I believe Eustace might go down there to support.
Okay, he's a team driver as well.
He's a team driver, and he's the company owner.
Okay.
So he might go down there just to oversight everything. But as far as running, I don't believe I'm going to be able to, just because of schooling. I gotta get that done. I can't miss any classes because I have midterms and everything coming up as well. So
is your schooling, your education sort of related to radio control, like auto mechanics, engineering?
Yeah, I've always been into RC for the past 10 years, actually, 10, 11 years, and it's a passion of mine. It definitely is a passion, and it is. Looking at it realistically, you know, from actually making a living from this, it's very, very difficult. You know, since I'm in school, I live at home, you know, with my parents still, and I'm doing RC cars, and I work in this. So basically, I'm living the life of late 20 or early 20-year-olds, you know, and I'm having a blast, you know. I'm not working at Starbucks, I'm not working at McDonald's, you know, and I'm able to travel the country, which not many people get to do.
Right, and that's one of the reasons why we started this program, because we see it's okay to be sponsored, get parts and things for your car, perhaps kits thrown at you and stuff like that. But what would really help you would be some financial backing you know, for those trips, to be able to pay your bills,
Exactly.
to pay off your school loans.
Exactly.
And that's what we're trying to do by taking Dialed In TV, by taking radio control from a hobby to an extreme game sport.
Yes.
We're looking at like AutoZone, Pep Boys,
Yes.
Castor
Like NASCAR.
Oil. Exactly.
NASCAR,
and I'm
real
also
trophy
dealing
trucks.
with NASCAR as well.
Oh, that is awesome.
NASCAR.com.
That's awesome.
So hopefully, within the next maybe 5 years, if I have your phone number, you know, I will definitely, when those contracts come through, I'll definitely put your name on the list.
I definitely appreciate that.
Because you're trying to be a great ambassador for the radio
exactly,
control
and that's
sport.
what it's about. Just getting new people into the hobby, because we all like to see more people, because it is fun, it's competitive, you know, and it's for everybody. You know, I've seen people with disabilities be able, like, if they have one arm, they get in an accident or something, they still drive with a controller. They're all the accesses to the driver's stand are all with ramps, so people in wheelchairs, you know, can do it. So it's one of those sports, you know, that everyone can do. Everybody's able to do it. You know, it's nothing physical. You don't get hurt like you would on a motorcycle or a quad.
Exactly.
You know, for extreme sports. You know, and it's great. You know, it's been perfect, and we're loving every minute of it.
And you've been talking with Matt Olson. He is the Motorama champion, his first time here, and we're glad to have this.
Well, thank you,
interview
sir. I
with you.
definitely appreciate it. Thank you.
Separation is 300 liters, 2.3 seconds. Going faster. Camera now, here comes Liz. Off the Motorama third shot, they go ahead down the strip.
Welcome to Dialed In TV. I'm the RC Guru. I'm here with Mr. Steve Hartson, who is a Motorama victor. Steve, welcome to the show. How are you today?
Doing great.
How did it feel taking this title here?
It felt good. I TQ'd and I won. You know, I basically led from the beginning, so you know, it felt great.
Was it like a clean race? Did you feel threatened or any pressure from number two?
In the beginning, you know, Chad Dew, he got second overall. You know, it was close at the beginning, but I slowly started to, you know, pull away a little bit, and you know, by the end of the race, I had probably half a lap lead on him.
So I see you have the Team Associated. That's my favorite radio control manufacturer. I started with the RC10 gold chassis, right on up to the B2, right on through the whole gambit, four-wheel drive.
Yep.
How do you feel about Team Associated product?
I feel like they have a really good product. You know, I've been racing for them for, I don't know, 8 or 9 years now. You know, I've seen what they've been through, and you know, I'm really happy with everything they make.
Do you, are you specifically a off-road racer, or do you do any on-road with Team Associated product?
Mainly just off-road. You know, I do 8-scale nitro and then all the electric 10-scale stuff as well.
So, is this your first Motorama appearance?
No, I came last year. Last year was my first year here. You know, and then obviously I'm back this year.
Were you victorious last year?
No, I think I was on the podium last year, but never got a win.
So is this much more sweeter?
Yeah, it feels a lot better.
What class was it that you had your vehicle win in?
Two-wheel drive mod buggy.
So you TQ, with your TQ and your victory, did you set down the fastest lap today?
I believe so. Yeah.
So that's Mr. Consistency.
Yeah.
So you think that Team Associates is going to be really, really proud of your results here today? I know you guys turn in your results after every race in order to be a sponsored driver. You're an ambassador for Associated, and also you are a driver and a great ambassador of the sport.
Right.
Okay, so I really appreciate you coming out. Is there anything that you, before we go, right, I will have to ask you one question. How do you set your mind to remain cool for an event such as this? It was over 700 entries, and you happen to be sitting in a position of #1 NTQ.
Yeah, I mean, I've just been doing it for so many years that it just kind of seems to be, you know, natural to, you know, I get nervous before every race, but as soon as the tone goes off, it just seems like it, you know, I'm just in the zone basically. You know, and not being nervous is definitely a huge part of it.
Did you compete in the Worlds this year?
Yeah, I did.
How did you do there?
I had some bad luck, but overall I did pretty well.
Yeah?
I think I was in like the B main in one class and the C main in the other class.
Okay, so that's pretty good. How did Associated fare throughout the entire Worlds?
Well, Ryan Cavalieri ended up winning both classes. I think Mayfield was on the podium, so they did really well.
Yeah, you guys got Matt Ryan and Ryan Cavalier.
Right.
Yeah, I saw them, and they raced tremendously in one race this year. I can't recall it. I don't want to make a mistake, but it was them like 1 and 2. Great, great.
Yeah.
I like to thank you, Steve, for your interview, and I hope it wasn't too difficult for you there. And I really appreciate your exhibition and your driving skills here, as well as your willingness to be an ambassador for promotion of radio control racing. Thank you and have a great day. You've been watching Dialed In TV with Mr. Steve here, who is our Motorama 2013 champion. Booyah!
Spread out now, separation between our leaders, 2.2 seconds. BT going faster, faster, every lap as he starts to feel the floor right out. Middle in. BT in the other camera now, here goes. Off the Motorama, third shot, they go head down the sugar. Duncan out front has just a little bit straight release. They're starting to get comfortable now, and that's where things can start to go wrong. Starts to feel like a wheel nut's coming loose, maybe a camera link is falling off. You never know. Car starts making funny noises as it drives by. Is that the trend? Is my super set right? But Dave, one more lap. Hudson's gonna have to hold for the record of devastations out of Duncan. Duncan on the far side, going on the J concept through that lower section. Here he comes into the berm shot and down the straightaway. 5 seconds on the master clock. 4, 3, 2, 1. That time, guys. Finish the lap you're on. Dave Duncan taking home the win. Hudson's gonna finish in that 2 spot. Somebody make the Duncan noise for him. Hudson's finishing second. Landon Lowe's gonna hold on to the final spot on the podium. Waiting for the rest of the cars to finish out the bring our own nice, clean and easy. Harmony, you are done. Looking for the rest of the field, though. Expect the same out of all of you. Turn marshals on your toes. Drivers, we're on my go in less than 5.
I'm the RC Guru for Dialed In TV, and we're coming into the exhibit hall for all of the fascinating, wonderful, customized. I'm the RC Guru for Dialed In TV. We're here at the 35th annual Motorama Auto Show. In the background, as you can see, we've got some vehicles here, lovely vehicles, all throughout the entire place. There's radio control racing, there's motocross racing, there's monster truck racing. There's a whole gambit of things going on here. Anything related to racing and an automobile with a motor is what Motorama is all about. The paint job is just awesome, the way that they have blended the pinstripes with a little bit of sparkle to it. It's a gorgeous car. I hope that you enjoy this one. 37 Ford.
Moment on, you for me, dear, only T for two, dear. From this moment on, from this happy day, no more blue songs, only hoop-dee-doo songs. From this moment on, for you got the love that I need so much. You got the skin that I long to touch. You got the arms to hold me tight. You got the sweet lips to kiss me goodnight. From this moment on, you and I, babe, will be riding high, babe. Every care is gone. From this moment on, sha-la-la-la-la-pa-pa. Shut up, from this happy day, no more blue songs, only hoop-dee-doo songs. From this moment on, for you got the love that I need so much. You got the skin that I've longed to touch. You got the arms to hold me tight. You got the sweet lips to kiss me goodnight. From this moment on, you and I, babe, will be riding high, babe. Every care is gone. From this moment on. in love. In the restless world like this is, love is ended before it's begun. And too many moonlight kisses seem to cool beneath the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never give my heart. In the moment I can feel that you feel this way too. That's when I'll fall in love with you.
Enjoy RC racing. Radio control is the way to go. Booyah!